President Barack Obama also reacted publicly to the news out of Ukraine. And for more on that, we're joined by CCTV's White House correspondent Jessica Stone. And Jessica, Washington has been very skeptical of Russia's intentions throughout this whole crisis. Do you have a sense that this deal has eased that at all or has changed their stance?
Not too much. What we heard from the president was we hope to see the diplomacy work. We need to see follow through, and we're not going to count on it unless we see tangible action. There's really very little sense that the words on paper are any more than that. As they've said all along, the Americans are looking for the Russians to use their influence with the separatists in Ukraine to get them to lay down their arms, leave the buildings they've occupied, and let the presidential elections take place on May 25th. If they don't, Obama said today, and the Americans have been saying, that the United States now has a package of sanctions ready to go. Here is the U.S. president just a short while ago.
The question now becomes, will in fact they use the influence that they've exerted in a disruptive way to restore some order so that Ukrainians can carry out an election, move forward with the decentralization reforms that they've proposed, stabilize their economy, and start getting back on the path of growth and democracy.
Now, Obama has already spoken with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and says he will also be speaking with British Prime Minister David Cameron. Of course, the Americans and Europeans have been trying to coordinate their sanctions against Russia to have more of an impact. But Elaine, it hasn't forced Putin to change course yet, as we've seen.
All right, Jessica Stone, it's watch, wait, and see. Thank you so much.